so Brian Coyne retains his place in midfield. And despite the fact that Hugh Sproat is now fully fit, 23-year-old Howard Samarov retains his place in goal for his third first-team match. And he stays in the side for the very good reason that he's still to lose a first-team goal after 180 minutes of football. And Jim Clooney's men are on familiar lines, a team based on recruitment from the minor football grades in Ayrshire, but sprinkled also with substantial purchases like John Burke, Brian Gallagher and Alistair MacLeod. And the man entrusted with the ultimate defensive responsibility is goalkeeper Alan McCulloch, who was on the fringe of the international team until he sustained badly torn ligaments early last season. And a close-up of the referee, Colin Sinclair of Forfar, in his first season as a Grade 1 referee. So Motherwell will start the match, no doubt mindful of the fact that their only league defeat was at the hands of Kilmarnock on the 29th of August, and that also was the only league match in which they failed to score this season. And a healthier crowd than normal at Fir Park, reminiscent of the good times of the not-so-distant past. And a good break, resulting in that effort from young Stuart Rafferty, but not really threatening Alan McCullough's goal. Carson out jumping Burke. McDicken playing it forward. This is Eadie now followed by MacLeod, and the free kick to Kilmarnock for that challenge from behind by Ian MacLeod. So Alistair MacLeod with the free kick. Coming to Jim Clark. And that's just offside on the 18-yard line. Brian Gallagher almost getting in behind the Motherwell defence. Gagan playing it on, chase now for Irvin. And that was a great snap effort from Willie Irvin. I think the last thing that Alan McCulloch expected was a shot from Irvin from that angle, and that almost cut him out. Now Gagan. Rafferty calling for it square. And that fierce challenge from MacLeod, penalised by referee Sinclair. I think he'll have a word with the Kilmarnock midfield player. Oh, you can see the family resemblance. Murdo MacLeod of Celtic, his brother. So again, McCulloch alert on the line, and he will fully appreciate the danger from Brian McLaughlin. Point save from McCulloch. McLaughlin threading out through the eye of a needle at the edge of that Kilmarnock wall and bringing out an excellent save from McCulloch. Now Eadie. Holding off MacLeod the first time, and the help from Rafferty, winning possession for Motherwell. The close control from McLaughlin, setting up another excellent piece of play for Motherwell. Stuart Rafferty. McLaughlin snapping at his heels, now McKeever. Teeing it up for Irvin. McCulloch again. McKeever on the rebound. And Rafferty just losing control. Tremendous pressure on the Kilmarnock defence. Well, less than 10 minutes on the clock and the traffic has all been one way. Keever. Cloud flinging across. McCulloch again. And a hectic opening spell for Alan McCulloch. But he couldn't have reacted any better. Coyne's header and McDicken's clearance again. The pace of Gallagher getting in behind Mort. But the Motherwell captain has been through that many times before and reacts to concede the corner. Laughlin with the corner kick. There's Armstrong heading it on. And the the presence of Eadie in front of Samaroff, posing problems for the Motherwell keeper. Laughlin looking for Burke. That was put up surely from Carson. Well, looks upset, but I don't think he's got any complaints. The right free kick taken quickly by Moughlan to Clark. Here's Alan Robertson appearing on the right. The header there from Eadie, and that almost caught out the Motherwell defence. They seem to be more interested in following Burke to the far post and almost allowed Eadie to open the scoring. Gallagher beaten by McLeod. There's Rafferty trying to find Irvine. Moughlan just stole it away from McLaughlin. Rafferty fighting hard for Motherwell and McLeod for Kilmarnock. Brian Coyne. Now McKeever screens the ball so well. And Armstrong's tack. Carson's in the box. McLaughlin's corner kick. Culloch in trouble. Now Rafferty. It's off the crossbar. Oh, what a splendid effort from Stuart Rafferty. We really have seen some vintage long-range volleys in the last week or so, and that was one to match the best. Good tackle by Watt. Still supporting Irvine. Will Irvine again. And again. Jim Clark's header. Gallagher looking for Burke. Gallagher's on the end of that. That's a great pass to Eadie. And Kilmarnock's best move ends in a goal kick. What a splendid piece of play that was. Played on initially to Gallagher. Burke's headed on. The pace of Gallagher carrying him clear. As Motherwell's defence closed in, he found Eadie. And the final shot just going wide. Now McKeever. Turned away by McLeod. Into space now for Burke. And Samaroff save. Rescues Motherwell. Well, what a marvellous match this has become. Kilmarnock now fighting back. Great move there. That ball played through by McLeod. Burke turning on it, and the left foot shot bringing out the best in Howard Samaroff. Tempers becoming a little bit frayed. Moughlan and McLaughlin clashing. The decision has gone to Motherwell, but referee Colin Sinclair will have to keep a very tight grip on things. It's Motherwell's free kick, and the match now simmering just below boiling point. That's Willie Irvine. Move ends in a goal kick. McKeever was the man teeing it up this time for Irvine. He had no time at all to deliver the shot, and it was just wide of McCulloch's right hand post. Now Brian Gallagher on the break. Motherwell's defence caught napping. McLeod is the last man. Now Jim Clark, and Samaroff saves the day. Well, what a match this has been. From end to end. The referee still checking his watch. We've had 2 minutes of extra time in the first half. And the first half is now brought to an end by referee Sinclair. What a match it has been. Punctuated by marvellous goalkeeping from both Howard Samaroff of Motherwell and Alan McCulloch of Kilmarnock. It was McCulloch who was called up. Welcome back to Fir Park. Kilmarnock restart the match. And it really is quite remarkable to find that the score sheet is still blank after some of the excellent play we saw in the first half from both sides. It certainly looked at the start as though Motherwell held all the aces, but once Kilmarnock got to grips with their marking in midfield particularly, the game became much more even. Substitute on for Motherwell, that's Bruce Cleland, I think, who's joined the action. So it's Motherwell's free kick. So there's Bruce Cleland, who's come on in place of John Geoghegan. Now John Geoghegan is on. So he's not the man to be replaced. There he is, very much in action. There's Willie Irvine. Sliding it in for Cleland. And Bruce Cleland gives Motherwell the lead. And McCullough disconsolate. And Bruce Cleland does the job he was brought on to do. And no less than Willie Irvine deserves also. He was the man who found the space on the right. A beautiful cross to the head of Cleland. And there goes his 6th goal of the season. Cloud playing it forward. Armstrong's header forward now, Moughlan, and that's a handball. So free kick to Motherwell. Bruce Cleland looking on for Jordan McKeever at half-time. McLeod. Forward now to Cleland. All the way by Coburn with his work. Coyne wide to Rafferty. Oh, it's Geoghegan in fact on the far right, and a header from Rafferty at the near post, almost making it 2. Cleland into the path of Geoghegan. Jim Coburn across very smartly, wanted to throw in. Irvine the target as he is so often from these throw-ins, and he's won the corner kick. Rafferty's corner kick. Headed away by Armstrong. Careless play by Eadie allowed McLaughlin to force it forward. Watt returns it. There's Willie Irvine. And there's goal number 2. The flag was up though. Well, it was done in the neatest possible fashion by Willie Irvine. But the flag was up instantly, and that is chopped off. Burke and Carson. The Motherwell defender wins it. And Cleland again applying pressure on McDicken. The referee giving the goal kick, and the Motherwell striker most unhappy. He was boring into the box. McDicken came in with a challenge right on that line. Well, you can judge for yourself, but that looked very close to me. So McDicken for Kilmarnock, and how Kilmarnock need some inspiration from the skipper. Good header out. And McClelland. And McLaughlin. McLeod always willing on the break. Cutting inside Moughlan. Still Ian McLeod. Oh, McDicken going in heavily on McLaughlin. A bit of trouble off the ball. Now that did look a little bit ill-tempered. Moughlan and McLeod arguing. But it appeared to me to be the challenge between McDicken and McLaughlin which started it all off. And it was certainly a hefty one at that. Result though, a free kick to Kilmarnock. Well, McLeod and Carson is penalised. Again, the left arm raised aloft,
indicate dangerous play and indirect free kick to Kilmarnock. Alistair McLeod's free kick. Samaroff is off his line. It's off the line again. Oh, and it still will not go in for Kilmarnock. Sam McGivern it was on 2 occasions, and Joe Ward the hero on the line for Motherwell. So Motherwell living dangerously, the ball bobbing about that penalty area. Samaroff in trouble initially, played back across the face of the goal, and then it was Ward keeping out McGivern. Let it down by Burke. Gallagher trying to find space in that box. Rafferty's clearance. Well, it really is chaos at the edge of the box, and that final effort is going wide. A long-range one from Jim Clark. Well, now the Kilmarnock efforts are becoming quite frantic as they try to save the game. Jim Clark's left foot shot certainly not far away. Headed on by Armstrong. Careless one from McClellan, picked up by Moughlan. Difficult one for Gallagher to make anything of. And it's a throw to Motherwell. Robertson couldn't keep it in. Brian McLaughlin is Motherwell's top scorer with 11 goals. Gagan turning McDicken. That's Bruce Pelland trying to help it on to Irvin. Now Coyne. And Robertson using goalkeeper McCulloch for safety. Moughlan forcing it back to Robertson. Here's Jim Clark. Now Gallagher. Pelland across to stifle the threat posed by Gallagher. Jim Clark into space. Burke is coming in, and Wark heads it to safety. Well, he's been the hero so often for Motherwell before. He's done it again. Certainly the Motherwell defence caught napping as that ball came in. John Burke reacted before any defender. Samaroff got the touch, and Wark carefully escorting that over the top. Rafferty into space. It's Cleland losing the race to Kenny Armstrong, but a good tackle, recovering possession. And Robertson again doing a good job for Kilmarnock. But the very lively play of Bruce Cleland winning a corner kick. Another away from Burke. McLaughlin setting up Rafferty again. Near post ball, and a perfect header from Willie Irvin. Well, that puts the seal on an excellent display of forward play from Willie Irvin. Great move again from the flank. It was McLaughlin who set up Rafferty. That low-driven cross finding Willie Irvin, who'd made great space, and a glancing header to make it 2-0.
So